Welcome to the Future Philanthropists Program virtual Capstone event, the culmination of another amazing year. I'm Karen Tardy, and I'm the program coordinator for FPP, which basically means I write a zillion emails trying to keep 65 people all moving in the same direction. Not always an easy task. As you can see, we felt it best not to gather together for a year-end capstone event, but thank you for tuning in and watching our video instead. We want to celebrate all of our accomplishments and thank so many of you for your support this past year. We're especially grateful to all of you parents for your support of your FPP students and for helping at every turn to grow this program and make it even more dynamic and successful for all of us. I want to be sure to tell you what fabulous kids I think you have. Every one of these 53 students is terrific. You'll hear from many of them here today, and I know you'll agree with me. They are really going places, and I think they'll do such interesting things. The first and most important thing I'd like to do is to be sure to mention all of the people and places that keep our program afloat and happy. I absolutely need to thank the 19th Century Charitable Association for the use of their space every month to hold our regular meetings, as well as for our application interviews, orientation, and even for the filming of this video. There is no location in this area that is as lovely, comfortable, and convenient, and no people that are easier to work with. We are so grateful to call their beautiful building our monthly home. So thank you to Aaron and Woody for your generosity and your flexibility. In addition, I need to thank the high school liaisons that work with us to publicize and champion this program at Trinity, Fenwick, and Oak Park River Forest High School. We couldn't do this without their wise counsel and their assistance. Thank you to Dr. Jerry Lorden from Fenwick, Susan Johnson at OPRF, and both Maggie Carey and Maggie McGarry at Trinity. And we would be remiss if we didn't acknowledge and thank our many donors to the FPP program, who helped to connect these 53 students with the nonprofits in our communities that need our help. Without our generous donors, our program could not do what it does best: help and teach. Last but not at all least, thank you to the Oak Park River Forest Community Foundation for their constant support and assistance over the last 11 years. We are grateful for all you have done for us. And now I'd like to introduce you to the creator, founder, and director of the Future Philanthropists Program, Rick King. Rick is the creative mind and driving force behind all of what we do. And without his amazing vision, none of this would be possible.
Thank you, Karen. And may I also add a welcome to all of you for this year's capstone ceremony. This is a year like no other. We will probably not forget this FPP class because we will never forget the pandemic. But we made it through. We carried out the 11th consecutive year of the Future Philanthropists Program, and it's mainly due to the students and the mentors, and particularly to Karen, who guided us through this extremely different year. So now I'd like to introduce Tony Martinez, who is the president and CEO of the Oak Park River Forest Community Foundation, which has sponsored the FPP program since 2010. Tony?
Thank you, Rick, for the introduction, and more importantly, for your steadfast leadership of the Future Philanthropists Program. As the head of the Oak Park River Forest Community Foundation, I am grateful each day to be part of such a caring community. This past year has brought so much adversity to our loved ones, neighbors, and friends, each of us experiencing that adversity in our own way. Without skipping a beat, we came together as a community to help those most vulnerable. We did this through efforts such as the Rapid Response and Recovery Fund, a collective philanthropic initiative to support nonprofits on the front line of a region-wide response to the COVID-19 pandemic. We helped out individually through small gestures of kindness, such as getting groceries for a neighbor or volunteering at a food bank. Our philanthropic spirit shined through when we needed it the most. The Future Philanthropists Program is part of that amazing philanthropic spirit. You are a significant part of that spirit of caring. We are so proud of you and are proud to have FPP as one of the cornerstones of the Community Foundation. I would like to extend a special thank you to the FPP mentors for your guidance and thoughtfulness in helping shape our future philanthropists. To Karen Tardy, our FPP program coordinator, Thank you for all of your hard work and dedication. To our many donors, the growth of this program would not be possible without you. Your generous support was amazing. Thank you. And a very special thank you to the parents for your love, devotion, and support to raise such caring young people. I also want to take a moment to recognize members of our Community Foundation's board, led by our chair, Donna Myers, for their leadership of the foundation. And last but not least, to the seniors and juniors, congratulations on a successful FPP and school year. You have learned so much of how to be an effective philanthropist. I will leave you with this thought. Always be mindful that even the smallest sincere gesture can have a profound impact. Your gift of time and talent is equal, if not at times, more important than a financial gift. This past year has proven how meaningful the gift of caring and showing up for someone is what makes our community work. Again, congratulations to each and every one of you, and have a wonderful and safe summer break. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Our FPP students have put together an amazing program for this evening. So let's get things started. And to do that, it is my pleasure to introduce you to our junior cohort MC for this evening, Sam Zimberoff, who will get us started. Sam?
My name is Sam Zimberoff, and I'm a junior at Oak Park River Forest High School. I joined FPP because ever since I heard about it 5 years ago, I knew that it was a challenge I wanted to take on. I haven't questioned that decision once since I joined, even with the restrictions that COVID placed us under. While it would have been far more enjoyable to meet in person every time, we're all fortunate enough to work through all of our meetings, site visits, and debates successfully. Each of the 5 student teams had a fantastic mentor to guide them through this year. We'd like to thank them for all their efforts: Adam Alonzo, Sarah Finnegan, Cindy Milojevic, Joe Smith, and Wendy Will. I'd also like to thank the other members of the junior cohort for a great first year: Maggie Brangle, Reese Buchek, Julia Dawn, Jasmine Davis, Claire Dooley, Teresa Giacchino, Michael Healy, Chris Hedrick, Jonathan Hugh, Josie Humbert, Claire Jackson, Zoe Klein, Lexi Lannon, Louis Leonardi, Julian McCracken, Molly Morrissey, Camille Norrie, Tegan Osga, Sabine Roser, Thomas Rotatori, Lily Scully Granzier, Macy Stanislaw, Angie Strand, and Philip Walby. I'm looking forward to working with all of you next year. Now, I'd like to introduce to you 4 members of the junior cohort who will tell you a little more about our year: Thomas Rotatori, Sabine Roser, Angie Strand, and Claire Dooley.
My name is Thomas Rotatori, and I'm a junior in the Future Philanthropists program. I applied to FPP because I wanted to have the chance to support the community and become more active in it. I had heard about the organization many years ago, and when my junior year came around, I was very eager to apply. Initially, however, when I came to the interview, I was extremely nervous sitting at a table alongside so many adults who I had never met before. But when I realized how wholehearted and welcoming these people were, I was no longer nervous. Just by attending the first meeting already made me realize what makes FPP a truly special organization, all the wonderful people involved with it. I can speak on behalf of the junior cohort when I say that the FPP mentors are some of the most passionate and genuine individuals we've ever met. Much of our year in FPP was less than ideal, especially when we were forced to move to a virtual format. But personally, my team was still able to be successful during these times due to our constant communication with one another and our sincere commitment to the program. My mentor, Cindy, did a tremendous job of always preparing us for whatever tasks were at hand. Every single person on my mentor team and everyone involved in the entire program has a true passion for supporting the community. From my perspective, it made this past year a lot more of an enjoyable experience when I got to work alongside such like-minded individuals. In a year that posed so many challenges, participating in FPP was one of the few bright spots. I am extremely grateful to have had the opportunity to be a part of this wonderful organization, and I look forward to my next year with FPP.
My name is Angie Strand, and I'm a junior at St. Ignatius College Prep. Site visits are a critical part of our decision process in deciding how FPP's money should be allotted. We do site visits as a way to help us engage with the organizations who have reached out to us and to develop a personal relationship with them. Site visits can really open our eyes to an organization and their specific programming plans, telling us directly what opportunities they can extend to their clients with the funding that FPP would provide. In order to get the most out of these site visits, we have specific questions that we ask of each organization that revolve around how our funds will help them to initiate or continue a specific program. Some of these questions include overall questions about how the organization is doing, what their priorities are, program information, priorities, goals, youth involvement and leadership opportunities, predicted engagement, and potential challenges, as well as some budget questions. These help us to really get a gauge on how effectively the money will be used and to allow for easy comparison among all organizations.
I'm Sabine Roser, and I'm a junior at Oak Park and River Forest High School. During site visits, we hope to learn more about the organizations and how their programs affect and improve the lives of youth in the community. This year, we asked many questions regarding youth leadership to see how each organization helps youth expand their leadership skills. Also, with the pandemic, we made sure to ask how COVID-19 had affected each organization and what changes they needed to make as a result. Obviously, site visits looked really different this year because they were all on Zoom. This was difficult because we weren't able to see these nonprofits in person and really connect with the people working there. All in all, we made the most of the situation and had many successful site visits over Zoom.
My team and I had the pleasure of meeting with 5 wonderful nonprofits in the area for site visits to each one. These site visits were a great experience for all parties involved, but for me, the best part was being able to meet with the actual people behind the scenes of the organizations. I loved the energy these leaders brought when they were telling us about their programs, which helped me to envision what they wanted for their organization's future. I loved the site visit experience because it made my team and me feel a strong connection to the philanthropic work that these organizations were planning on doing with the help of FPP.
My team had such an amazing time at our site visits this year. We learned a great deal of valuable information about the nonprofits that we were able to speak with, and it helped us make our decision on whether or not to fund each organization. We had 3 site visits this year with area organizations. At first, it seemed intimidating to interview these nonprofits, but my team did an excellent job and we gained a tremendous amount of leadership skills. I think it's safe to say that the site visits were my favorite part of FPP this year.
My name is Claire Dooley, and I'm a junior at Trinity High School. I joined the Future Philanthropists program to learn more about philanthropy in action and how I could contribute to efforts within our community. In the past year, I learned about the origins of philanthropy, what it truly looks like in our communities, and how focused and engaged teenagers can be involved, and how they can be a key part of the decision-making process of philanthropic endeavors. In just this first year of being a member of the Future Philanthropists program, I have gained a better sense of the bigger picture when it comes to giving, learned about the needs of others, and how to help them through giving. I feel that the group did a superlative job connecting with each other despite the limitations that Zoom calls sometimes presented during the pandemic. I am looking forward to my senior year and being a part of the Future Philanthropists program in that respect, working collaboratively to come up with revenue-generating events and mentoring the incoming juniors. I am also looking forward to continuing taking the Future Philanthropist Program Dominican University course taught by Rick King. I look forward to incorporating the knowledge of philanthropy that I have gained from being a member of the Future Philanthropist Program into the college years and beyond. And now, the rest of the junior cohort would like to announce the nonprofit organizations in our communities that are the recipients of the 2021 FPP grants and tell you a bit about their amazing programs.
My name is Josie Humbert, and I'm a junior at Oak Park and River Forest High School. The first organization to receive a grant is Beyond Hunger. Beyond Hunger is a local organization that harnesses the power of the community to end hunger. Our team was impressed by their goal of their Meet Up and Eat Up program that offers a stigma-free environment where any local teen can come and receive a free lunch. We were even more impressed that they would still be able to implement their lunch program if COVID guidelines would not allow their traditional sit-down lunch program and activities. Their flexibility and strong leadership allow them to do a grab-and-go lunch option if needed during the pandemic. Our team realizes the importance of food security and believe that every youth in the community deserves to be fed. On top of the critical needs this program meets, it also fulfills our requirements for a program led and planned by teens. We were able to fund Beyond Hunger $3,500 and are excited to see all they do to help the youth in the community. Congratulations to Beyond Hunger.
My name is Jasmine Davis, and I'm a junior at Fenwick High School. The next organization to receive a grant is New Moms, a nonprofit organization that helps young moms 24 and under take powerful first steps toward economic mobility and family well-being. New Moms' proposals for a grant that will provide for a Parent Advisors Council that consists of 10 graduates from the program who will help young moms 16 through 24 and will meet to discuss program opportunities. Families and young women will benefit from the Parent Advisors Council because the advice and ideas come from people who are dealing with similar situations and will result in providing women in the program with a role model of strength and success. My cohort believes that this program is absolutely worthy and has the potential to create an inspiring, long-standing council. Congratulations to New Moms on their grant of $2,000, and we wish you the best of luck down the road.
My name is Chris Hedrick, and I'm a junior at Oak Park River Forest High School. The next organization to receive a grant is Kids Express, a nonprofit in the Austin neighborhood of Chicago that serves underprivileged kids in many various aspects. The purpose of this grant is to fund their Kids Express food and nutrition program, which will serve young people healthy meals as many can't afford sustainable food or even food at all. With this grant, Kids Express hopes to not only feed underprivileged kids, but also teach teens who have graduated from Kids Express about kitchen etiquette and how to prepare food. My team loves this organization because many of the youth are in desperate need of help, and this organization serves the children who need it most. Congratulations to Kids Express on their grant of $4,000, and we hope the kids who need it most are served by this grant.
My name is Tegan Osga, and I'm a junior at Opiara.
And my name is Molly Morrissey, and I'm a junior at Fenwick. The next organization to receive a grant is UCAN. They're a nonprofit that services at-risk and traumatized youth in the North Lawndale and surrounding areas, striving to give them leadership opportunities to prepare for the future.
UCAN's grant application was to fund their Dear Meyer Future Leaders Now and Advanced Leadership Institute programs. These programs provide activities for the participants that will build leadership skills that are not easily accessible, equipping them with the tools to advocate for themselves and their community. The curriculum is driven by 4 broad leadership principles: achievement, intention, motivation, and empowerment. UCAN also hopes to provide the youth with financial support or stipends that they receive when the program is completed. They strive to prepare the next generation of learners in America for what is to come next.
Our team enjoyed this site visit because UCAN had a passion about their goals that we had not seen before. They truly wanted what was best for these kids and cared about their long-term future. They also wanted a large youth voice to influence their program to make it as successful as possible. Congratulations to UCAN on their grant of $2,500.
The next organization to receive a grant is 16th Street Theater. The purpose of the grant is to fund one evening of their production of Billboard, which is a play that digs deeper into many of the difficult themes applicable to the diverse Berwyn community. The first Friday of the performances at 16th Street will be dedicated to Impact's Teen Night. Impact is 16th Street's teen-led and self-directed program for youth. The members of this program will interview journalist and author Natalie Moore about her play, create a teen study guide for the play, and then recruit 60 teens from the surrounding communities to attend a free performance of the play. After the play, there will be a post-show roundtable discussion moderated by 2 Impact leaders. Our team really likes 16th Street Theater because of the opportunities it gives the youth to build on their connections with others and their ability to communicate with others as well. This gives many of these teens an outlet as they engage in discussions and fun activities together, creating friendships with one another and refining their leadership skills. Congratulations to 16th Street Theater on their grant of $1,000, and we wish you all the best with your production.
My name is Julia John, and I'm a senior at Oak Park and River Forest High School.
I'm Claire Jackson, and I'm a senior at Trinity High School. The next organization to receive a grant is Sarah's Inn. Sarah's Inn is a non-profit organization that betters the lives of domestic violence victims by providing services to help recover as well as set themselves up for success. The purpose of the grant is to fund their Together Strong program and youth committee. These projects educate middle and high school students about unhealthy relationships and how to make better choices for themselves as well as for the community.
With this grant, Sarah's Inn hopes to reach a larger attendance and help younger generations recognize the signs of an unhealthy relationship. Our cohort likes Sarah's Inn's mission to help people recognize and recover from domestic violence and provide opportunities to not only support themselves but their communities. Congratulations to Sarah's Inn on their grant of $2,500, and we wish you the very best.
My name is Lexi Lannon, and I'm a junior at St. Ignatius. The next organization to receive a grant is Seasons Hospice Foundation, which is an organization that not only supports hospice patients, but supports their families. Seasons Hospice is striving to fund their Camp Kangaroo program, which would help dozens of kids learn how to grieve in a healthy manner. It focuses on utilizing psychotherapy and art therapy to create a comfortable environment for these children to mourn the loss of a loved one. With this grant, Seasons Hospice will provide professionals to work with the children and form bonds to guide them through the process of grieving. We truly believe that all of the participants of Camp Kangaroo will reap the benefits, and we look forward to bettering our community. Congratulations to Seasons Hospice on their grant of $2,000. We have full confidence that they will facilitate a successful program.
My name is Jonathan Hugh, and I'm a junior at OPRF.
My name is Reese Buchek, and I'm also a junior at OPRF.
The organization that really captivated our group and who we are so proud of presenting this grant to is Maywood Fine Arts and their Get Off the Streets program.
Maywood Fine Arts proposal funds their youth program that grants teens from underserved areas the opportunity to experience leadership, teaching, and business skills through community outreach.
With this grant, Maywood Fine Arts hopes to continue its services to the Maywood community by allowing anyone the chance to participate in their artistic programs regardless of financial limitations, and continuing youth stipends to 18 GOTS leaders.
Our cohort values the need for artistic expression and opportunity for teens to practice leadership in every community.
So congratulations to Maywood Fine Arts on their grant of $3,500. And we hope this helps them succeed in their program this year, giving teens impactful and important leadership opportunities.
I'm Teresa Giacchino, a junior at Trinity High School. The next organization to receive a grant is Opportunity Knocks. They are an organization that is dedicated to supporting those with intellectual and developmental different abilities, known as warriors, as they live, work, and find a way to express their true selves in the world. Opportunity Knocks' proposal for funds is to support their peer-led initiative. Within this program, warriors actively brainstorm, research, plan, and implement activities for their peers. By designing their own activity, warriors are able to improve upon their leadership skills and can engage in their true interests. Afterwards, warriors will receive feedback from their peers and mentors about how they did. Our cohort felt that the support of those with different abilities is a wonderful cause to aid and encourage in society, while the warriors learn how to do certain tasks in a comfortable and accepting environment. Congratulations to Opportunity Knocks on their grant of $3,500, and we hope they have an amazing program year.
My name is Louis Leonardi, and I'm a junior at Fenwick High School. The next organization to receive a grant is the West Suburban Special Recreation Association, also known as WSSRA, an organization that offers a wide variety of recreational programs for persons of all ages with disabilities. WSSRA's proposal is for funds to expand their summer camp program with materials to be used at home. The summer camp program serves teens and young adults who are differently able to further their physical activity and nutritional education. This program is led by teens and young adults. These youth leaders are the ones who help run the camp. With this grant, WSSRA hopes to provide their members with summer program packets that will further the understanding of the program. Our cohort feels that physical activity for teens and young adults who are differently abled is necessary in our community. Congratulations to WSSRA on their grant of $2,000, and we hope that they have a fantastic summer program.
My name is Maggie Brangle, and I'm a junior at Oak Park and River Forest High School.
I'm Philip Walby, and I'm also a junior at Oak Park River Forest High School.
The next organization to receive a grant is Youth Outreach Services. The purpose of the grant is to help provide funds for their Austin location and to run programs for troubled youth referred by the court, a family member, or friend. The funds will go towards field trips that take young people from ages 12 to 21 out to have experiences and set them up for success in the real world and adulthood. Leadership roles are studied and important topics are discussed, while it takes youth out of the vulnerability of going to a juvenile detention center.
With this grant, Youth Outreach Services hopes to continue more operations that teach young people in the Austin neighborhood life skills and give them opportunities with guidance to positively impact their lives. Activity outings are expected to increase with the experiences like dinner etiquette courses or team bonding activities such as Thanksgiving dinner.
Our team really liked this organization because we could tell they are directly involved with these youth lives and truly care to provide them with the resources and experiences they need to get on a better path for their life. And we appreciated the crucial need served, as the facilities offer an escape from possible difficult home situations and engender growth of the youth instead of going to a juvenile detention center. Congratulations to Youth Outreach Services and their grant of $4,000, and we wish you much success.
My name is Zoe Klein, and I'm a junior at Oak Park River Forest High School. The next organization to receive a grant is HEPZIBA. We are providing them with this grant in order to fund their Youth Advisory Board. The purpose of this board is to provide teens in foster care with empowering programs that teach important life and job skills to prepare them for life after foster care. The teens engage with one another to lead the programs and organize all the activities that they're involved in. With the grant, HEPZIBA hopes to provide all the necessary funds for field trips, training costs, program supplies, and travel stipends. A huge congratulations to HEPZIBA on their grant of $3,500. We wish them the best of luck with all the amazing programs they offer.
My name is Julian McCracken, and I'm a junior at Oak Park and River Forest High School. The next organization to receive a grant is YEMBA, a program with a supportive environment to help at-risk minority youth grow spiritually, mentally, and physically by teaching them personal development skills. Their mentoring empowerment program focuses on leadership, substance abuse education, and financial literacy. YEMBA's proposal is to provide school year mentoring service to 120 middle school youth in the Oak Park community, as well as to provide intentional targeted support for 10 junior mentors in the areas of workforce development, leadership, professionalism, and college preparedness. Our cohort felt that supporting any youth community to grow in so many positive ways is very important to our community, and the youth mentors will learn many different leadership skills to use in the future. Congratulations to YEMBA on their grant of $2,500, and we hope they have a wonderful program year.
I'm Macy Stanislaw, and in the fall, I will be a senior at Oak Park River Forest High School. The next organization to receive a grant is 7 Generations Ahead. 7 Generations Ahead works with communities to help create a sustainable and healthy future. The proposal they sent to FFP outlined plans to engage high school students in learning and advocating about the climate crisis through a program called It's Our Future. The students will be able to plan and organize different events as well as ways to help our local community combat climate change. With this grant, 7 Generations hopes to create this youth program that will allow teens to take action on sustainability and the climate crisis within their own communities, schools, and institutions. It's Our Future works primarily with high school youth who engage in program components including learning activities, producing editorials, board meeting presentations, film screenings with panels, planning and attending forums with youth and community leaders to advocate for solutions, and participating in international climate forums including the UN Climate Summit. Our team believes that climate change is a very pressing issue that needs to be addressed. We loved how 7 Generations was able to come up with a well-organized and thought-out program for high school students who felt passionate about this issue to get involved. Congratulations to 7 Generations Ahead on their grant of $3,500. We are excited to see this program flourish. My colleague and fellow cohort member Camille Nouri could not be with me to present this grant today as she qualified to participate in the Illinois State Track Meet. Congratulations, and we wish you lots of luck.
My name is Lily Scully Granzar, and I'm going to be a senior at Trinity High School. One of the very last things we do in our junior year at FPP is playing the Philanthropy Jeopardy game. Each team and their mentor is given the task of answering questions based on philanthropy. The game is a recap of everything we have retained and requires a lot of collaboration and critical thinking. Whichever team gets the most questions correct wins a $1,000 grant to any nonprofit organization that is in the area. I was lucky to be on the winning team this year, along with Tegan Osga, Teresa Giacchino, Molly Morrissey, and Chris Hedridge, and my mentor, Wendy Will. I think the backstory behind how we chose which nonprofit to give to is truly touching and shows the real connection and support that we have for each other. During this year of FPP, I missed a few meetings due to health issues, those being getting scans to check on my cancer or not feeling well. During this time, my team really rallied and was extremely supportive. When it came time to choose our nonprofit organization, my team turned to me and said that I could choose where the grant would go. It was Wendy's suggestion that it went to an organization that had somehow helped me throughout everything and supported cancer in some way or another. Something that I will never forget is when we were texting each other in our group chat about where the grant should go. I'd sent a list of organizations that I was thinking of, and everyone responded to my ideas with, "I stand with you." It was decided that the grant was going to be given to Camp Quality Illinois, which is a nonprofit that serves children with cancer and their families by providing year-round programs, the most notable being their 1-week-long free-of-charge sleepaway camp for children with cancer or who have survived cancer. This camp gives kids the opportunity to connect with those their age and create friendships, and it also provides them with a sense of normalcy. There is a medical staff and a one-on-one ratio of camper to counselor. I was able to go to a teen weekend through Camp Quality, and it was truly amazing. I plan to continue on to be a counselor. Due to the pandemic, Camp Quality lost a lot of its funding. They were not able to host camp over the summer and therefore had a camp in during which they delivered a duffel bag full of crafts and games. The grant we gave them will most definitely help them provide for families in need. I'm so grateful that my team gave me this opportunity. And now I'll send you back to our director, Rick.
Let me add my congratulations to the winning team and also give a shout out to the Philanthropy Jeopardy donors, who happen to be Megan King Monaco and Corey King, both OPRF graduates, who have sponsored this grant award for the past 6 years. And now I'd like to introduce the senior cohort MC for this evening, Jasmine.
My name is Jasmine Wood, and I'm a senior at Oak Park River Forest High School. I'll be attending George Washington University in the fall and hope to study on a pre-med track. It's been an interesting year at FPP, just as it has across the globe. We managed to hold our first 2 meetings in person, but had to go to an all-virtual format starting in November. It's been a challenge for sure, but one that we worked hard to overcome. We had a lot of fun, learned a lot, and enjoyed it all. We would like to thank our mentors for guiding us through this past program year. Risa Davis, Doug Dixon, Justin Lewis, Jim Russell, and Michelle Zurakowski. I'd also like to thank the other members of my senior cohort for a great 2 years in FPP. So thank you to Donovan Assaran, Jaya Ashrafi, Talib Bektemba Goss, Daniela Chapman-Rienstra, Simon Doyle, Bella Evanson, Najda Hadi St. John, Annabelle Halloran, Jonathan Harris, Josh Hedrick, Hannah Klein, Sarah Jane Kopecki, Nate Lee, Jack Lewis, Esteban Linares, Rosemary McNulty, Kate O'Donnell, Tiara Ogunsanya, Phoebe Oshifka, Ruthie Petrick, Chloe Seavey, Isabel Siklaw, Estelle Slocum, Ella Sorensen, Lila Stanislaw, Audrey Stutz, and Danielle Wolven. Hope to see you all again soon. Now, I'd like to introduce you to 4 more members of the class of 2021. Estelle Slocum, Jack Lewis, Isabel Siklaw, and Lila Stanislaw, who will tell you a little bit more about our senior year.
My name is Estelle Slocum, and I'm a senior at Oak Park River Forest High School. I will be attending Mount Holyoke College in the fall, and I am planning to study sociology. One of the most important tasks we had as seniors in FPP was to return to the program sites of the nonprofits that we granted money to in our junior year. Because the return site visits had to be virtual this year, we weren't able to see any of the programs in action, but we spoke to the staff and administrations at each nonprofit to learn about how they had adapted their programs to deal with the pandemic. Many of the organizations we visited let us know early in the program year that they weren't able to run the programs they had hoped to run. Our cohort let them know that we would be really flexible in the use of their money so long as it enabled them to continue to run programming for youth in the future. Overall, we were very pleased with how all of the nonprofits came through this difficult time and pivoted to address the most important needs within their organizations and within the community. We wish them the very best in the future, and we hope that they'll be stronger than ever going forward.
My name is Jack Lewis, and I'm attending Miami University in the fall. In my time with FPP, we are not able to hold typical volunteer opportunities due to the pandemic. However, recently we were able to hold a beach cleanup with the Alliance for the Great Lakes. We are very grateful for an opportunity to help in our own area in a time of need, especially when environmental awareness is such an important issue in the world. Last week, 20 members of FPP ventured out to the 31st Street Beach to collect loose garbage and recycling in an effort to reduce contamination of our primary water source. In an hour of being out on the beachfront, we managed to collect over 80 pounds of trash and properly disposed of it. While working together, we realized that volunteering provides more than just service work or helping others. Volunteering brings everyone closer together. The hour we spent cleaning up trash was enjoyable because we were able to be together as a group, while also doing something positive for our community, which is exactly what philanthropy is about.
My name is Isabel Siklaw, and I'm a senior at Oak Park and River Forest High School. I plan to study psychology at the University of Pittsburgh next fall. One of the very last things we do in our senior year at FPP is play the Philanthropy Jeopardy game. Basically, we're all contestants in an online quiz show that helps us to remember all the things we learned in our senior year and also a few things we learned junior year. There are 31 questions, and the 5-member team that gets the most correct is given $1,000 to grant to any nonprofit in the area that they choose. I was on the winning team this year and last year, along with Hannah Klein, Audrey Stutz, Donovan Asseron, and Josh Hedrick, along with our mentor, Risa Davis. After some discussion, we decided to grant the $1,000 award to Kids Express, a nonprofit on the west side of Chicago that we visited in our junior year when they applied for a grant. Kids Express is an after-school program that serves at-risk youth in the Austin neighborhood and provides a safe and nurturing environment for its participants to learn and grow. We were really impressed with the program last year, and we learned during our return visit that they were hit particularly hard by the pandemic, so we were very happy that we can grant them an additional cash award this year. Congratulations to Kids Express.
My name is Lila Stanislaw, and I'm a senior at Oak Park River Forest High School. Next year, I will be attending Santa Clara University and hopefully be on the pre-med track. As seniors in the Future Philanthropists program, we learn all about donor engagement and fundraising activities for nonprofits. The cohort then divides into fundraising teams, and each team plans a different strategy to raise funds for the endowment. We are always trying to grow the endowment so we can become self-sustaining and so that we can continue to grant more money each year to local nonprofits. This year, we worked on 5 fundraising strategies. In November, we sent out personalized appeal letters to both previous donors and new prospects. And then in March, we launched a 30-day GoFundMe campaign. In April, we invited everyone to join us for a combination yoga and breathing masterclass. And at the end of April, we held our very first virtual silent auction. During all this, another group of seniors were meeting one-on-one with additional donors. We worked really hard on all of these activities, and we're proud to say that they were all very successful. It was a real challenge trying to do everything virtually, but our generous donors helped make it an amazing year. With that said, the senior cohort of 2021 would like to announce that our fundraising total for this program year is $109,020.05. We'd like to thank everyone who contributed to this year's success and the future of this program. And now, please welcome Justin Lewis, a mentor of this program for many years.
I'm Justin Lewis, a longtime FPP mentor. It is with great excitement that on behalf of the Future Philanthropists program, I announce the 2021 winner of the Alumni Leadership Award, Kayla York, FPP class of 2017. Kayla continued her philanthropic efforts throughout her college career at Howard University, while she double majored in economics and political science. Even while completing rigorous studies, she managed to volunteer at an orphanage in Cape Town and did orientation for incoming students. During her senior year, which as with most things this past year was virtual, Kayla had what she described as a full circle moment. She was able to begin doing work that she wanted us to fund during her junior year in the FPP program, mentoring and tutoring students. This past year, Kayla spent over 100 hours volunteering at Power of Partnerships, where she mentored and tutored students from Oak Park Elementary schools. The head of Power of Partnerships had many great things to say about Kayla. They were so impressed with her that they asked her to help co-lead the program. Of course, this only reinforced what we already knew about Kayla from her time with us in the FPP program. In fact, Kayla is so committed to giving back, she is splitting her $2,000 award. Half of it will go to pay down her student debt, and the other half to the Renew 312 program at the Oak Park Public Library. The Renew 312 program is a new program promoting collaboration between the Oak Park area and the Austin neighborhood, and in an effort to provide sustainable growth for both communities. Please join me in congratulating Kayla York for all of her achievements. And Kayla, we can't wait to see what you do next. Congratulations.
So now we come to the point in the program where we traditionally say farewell to our graduating seniors. This is always a sad time for me because each cohort seems to become a part of me, and they take a little bit of me when they go. This group has had their work cut out for them, and you have all heard for over a year from so many sources about the many ways in which they've had to pivot and adapt and find new ways to stay connected and to learn. We as mentors and leaders have learned so much from them as well. They are an impressive bunch, and each one is a rock star in their own right. I can't believe the change I've seen in these 28 seniors in the last 2 years, since the day they stepped into the Foundation conference room to nervously interview for a spot in FPP. The confidence I see in them now is amazing. Like I said, I really believe they are off to do great things. Although this spot in the program is generally a graduation of sorts, we don't believe these 28 students are graduating from a study of philanthropy or leaving it behind. We like to believe that they are simply about to begin a lifetime of philanthropy as adults. We hope we have given them a sturdy foundation to stand on and the knowledge that they have made a difference in this world, and particularly in this community these last 2 years. I believe by now their mentors have dropped off small tokens of their gratitude and affection for each of the seniors, and we have included with those gifts a small reminder of their time with FPP, a pen engraved with the words Future Philanthropist on it, with a little flashlight on the end. To our graduates, we hope it will help to light your way as you move forward, and that you'll use it and think of your time here when you write your first philanthropic check. Perhaps you'll even write that first check to FPP. Before we wrap things up, I'd like to introduce to you one of these amazing seniors, Nate Lee, who I had the privilege and joy of working closely with on the virtual auction this year. Nate led us through the technology and all the tiny details of that whole evening with remarkable confidence and skill, and we were so grateful for his leadership. Thanks for everything, Nate, and good luck next year.
I'm Nate Lee, a graduating senior of FPP. I first applied to the Future Philanthropists program because I had been involved in local volunteering throughout my time in high school, but I never really understood how nonprofits functioned on a broader scale. I saw FPP as a way to continue to give back to the community while learning more about the business of philanthropy, and it absolutely gave me that knowledge and experience. During my junior year, I was introduced to a wonderful and engaged community of my peers, and I learned about the finances, goals, responsibilities, and functioning of philanthropic organizations. Then, my cohort was given the opportunity to visit and evaluate local organizations, and we put our knowledge into practice to award $30,000 in grants. The process wasn't easy, and we all had to make some stinging compromises, but I came out of my junior year more confident in my leadership and speaking skills, as well as satisfied with the work I had done. Just as we were planning the transition to senior year, COVID completely changed the world around us, but FPP's monthly meetings helped me establish some sense of normalcy. Our senior year presented many unforeseen challenges, but we worked together to devise solutions. We managed to successfully reevaluate sites we had visited, and I had the opportunity to work with a group of my peers to plan and run a silent auction that raised over $16,000. Coming out of my senior year and my time with the Future Philanthropists program, I'm incredibly grateful for the leadership, communication, and service experience FPP has given me. I will continue serving my community next year at Rice University and into my professional career, as FPP has given me invaluable knowledge and experience to help improve the world around me through service.
Thank you, Nate. Well, that about wraps it up for this year. I'd like to say congratulations again to the students, to the mentors, to Karen, and everyone that was involved this year in making this Future Philanthropists program happen. I want to say a particular word also to the parents. Thank you for lending us your sons and daughters for this year in a very difficult time. We hope we've earned your trust, and we trust that these young people will go out in the world and really make a difference with the philanthropy that they've learned. Thank you, and good night.